Hi everyone, so I have just reached Paragon 3000 on my hardcore solo self-found account here in season 25. So this is just basically the milestone that I had set for myself that I want to go for the season before I start all my pushes, and there's gonna be many of them, trust me. And it was definitely quite a little journey, so I want to talk about it. Paragon 3000 is nothing super crazy, but it's also nothing super trivial, I guess, if you play this mostly solo, and I have done exactly that. So I don't have any records in any kind of like group environment here. This is all solo, and I might do a bit of group play here and there, probably with Nini at least, some two-man or whatever. But for the most part, basically everything is farmed by myself. I haven't done any group bounties, I haven't done anything. So yeah, my gear is basically all farmed from actual rifts. So you see I have a lot of rifts completed and I have very few bounties. I just did like some bounty runs early in the season to craft a few things and stuff like that. And typically I farm a lot more bounties, if you look at this. So I am a big bounty blaster. In fact, this is actually the season that finally tipped Nephilim rifts completed to a higher value than the bounties completed on my overall non-seasonal account. So wow, usually I haven't been solo self-found, and when I did, this was like long ago, like season 8 I did that once, and like I also did like season 1 and season 2 I guess, on hardcore at least. So yeah, there were some times like that, but this was long ago and much less than this. But this is like a full hardcore solo self-found season so far, and that has actually been a blast. Obviously I could have achieved this Paragon 3k much faster if I had mostly focused on the monk, but basically after the GR150 was done, after day 3 or so, I basically didn't play the monk at all anymore, or day 4 or something like that, and I swapped to the Demon Hunter basically entirely for like a week or 1.5 weeks or so. So right now this is day, I think 18 or 19 in the season. So basically for around 10 days or so I played the Demon Hunter, and then we also started with the Witch Doctor after we have cleared the GR150 on the DH so far, which is still comfortably sitting here. We also have a pretty good result with the Monk right now, so I'm quite happy with those, but obviously these are only one out of the many pushes I'm going to do with each of those classes. So we have planned to do all 6 leaderboards on the Monk. I've planned to do all besides LOD on the DH. And I also finished up gearing up my Witch Doctor, where we're gonna do all besides LOD. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on here. I have farmed the augments, I have farmed the gems, I have farmed basically lots of good gear. You see there's like my Eric here stuff, here's like the Natalia, there's the AoE, there's the Marauder. So we have all the good stuff ready to go, and with pretty good rolls. So we can actually gear up pretty well even in solo without bounties in, you know, something like 30 to 50 hours per class it seems. So here for example the Witch Doctor I consider pretty much ready after 45 hours. Then the Monk was a bit more, but this was also like season start and stuff. And Demon Hunter I played quite a bit, but I had most of the stuff probably before this already. I just kept blasting with it and trying to max out on like a few pieces. This season is actually amazing with the soul shards providing all these augment gems. So I have like a full mule here just with full augment gems ready. I think I have like another character like this. So I have like 150 augments lying around or so. And it's also pretty much the number you need to augment like 15 different builds. So something like 10 per set. And then you have like a few crossover pieces like jewelry or bracers and these kind of things that kind of go into multiple builds, so you don't have to do like every single item. So this is pretty good. But yeah, we are pretty decked out and I am really looking forward to this. I have some goals in mind for example my Witch Doctor. I want to do 150 with Eric here and Zunimasa, so let's see how this will turn out. I have some other like kind of big pushes planned like POJ 150 with Light 150. So let's see how this will go at 3k. I think all these goals should be quite doable, but obviously with the soul shards it's a bit difficult to say like where exactly we'll end up in the end, and like how strong each of those builds will actually perform, because we didn't actually get to try all those builds on the PTR, and the soul shards do change quite a bit sometimes, especially with the Ring of Fire in some cases. In any case, lots of good stuff to come here for the upcoming days and weeks, I guess. I will be pushing a lot of keys. I've prepared 1500 keys as well while farming up those gaunts. So basically what I've been doing is, especially on the Witch Doctor towards the end, I was doing T16 runs, stacking up keys plus pools, and whenever I was fully pooled, I went into GRs and repeat. So like this I could like increase my overall efficiency a bit. I'm definitely expecting to use all those keys easily and probably more, so we're probably going to go back to T16 farming at some point. Maybe I'll even make another class or 2 or 3 or 4 to do some at least 150 pushes with those. And since I only had those 2 rips from basically the season start, I haven't actually ripped at all since then. I guess there will also be some more clips to come from that, especially once I go like all in on some of those builds. But this won't really be such a big problem. I have prepared a lot of gems here. I have like 4 or 5 150 Benefit Traps. I have like 4 Benefit Strickens. I have like 2 Simplicities, 2 Tailhooks. I have like everything basically ready to rip, and I don't really have to care because I just take them out of the stash and go again with the next build. So this is basically how that's gonna be. It's gonna be great. I guess if I actually achieve all the goals that I want and I don't rip, at some point we'll probably just go with some YOLO no cheat death pushes just for the funs of it. So let's see how that will go. I expect definitely at some point I'll rip my characters there. In any case, I felt this was a milestone worth talking about. It was definitely a blast doing this all solo, and I can definitely see myself doing this again. At least like to be like, you know, for a time solo self-found in the future. I've talked about solo self-found feature for D3 in a video in the past already, how this was really like a missing feature in Diablo, I believe. And maybe in the future we're actually gonna get something like that. I think this would be incredible. This would, I don't know, probably boost the popularity of the game so much, because you just have like a much more like streamlined progression compared to this group play where you have to find people all the time, and sometimes you sit there in the menu for hours not really finding anyone, or you try to, you know, farm up something on your own and it doesn't feel great. But if you actually have like a dedicated mode like this, or some kind of at least leaderboard filter, I guess this could be a much better experience for everyone involved. In any case, I also hope that for you guys the season is going well. I'm having a blast, the soul shards are amazing, the hardcore experience is great, so let's see where this will take us in the end. Hope you enjoyed my little update here. Stay tuned for a lot of like pushing and clear videos to come hopefully, and see you guys next time.